You done lost your motherfucking mind.
Hey guys, Edmonton to me was a drop of dew on a honeysuckle rose in which I'd rolled down the stem in which I would not know. I rolled in from Toronto, big guy, big kahuna, true and true, to never realize how much the beauty is already in the heart of what you do. I come into Edmonton and I think Toronto, I think everything's cool and crass, and Edmonton's already got it cut up like old blades of grass. It's a city that cares. It's a city that looks after its brothers and sisters and its family, and it shares. And I am more happy today than most because I'm in the middle of both coasts in Edmonton.
Think I need more gold?
Yeah.
Wardrobe is great. They're a dream team, and they chose me to be Beyonce's fit model because of my bubbly personality. No, because of my shape.
The question that will come from her is very quickly, can I dance in this? Do you need a break?
No. But this.
Do you want to go back to rehearsal?
Every day before the show, of course, as dancers, we have to stretch and warm up, get our bodies ready for the show.
It's hair, makeup, wardrobe. Everybody's nerves are going. Sometimes we have to come in early and hit the stage for changing dance moves, or come in for a fitting if it's a major city and want to change it up a little bit.
We all head out backstage and we gather together before B gets there, and we kind of like hype each other up and do little chants and like dances and stuff, just get excited for the show. Once B comes out, we always say a prayer together.
Inhale love and energy. Exhale doubt, negativity. Father, Mother, God, we thank you for everyone standing in this circle. We thank you for every obstacle in our lives. We thank you for tonight. We ask that you give us strength and you bless all of our bodies, our muscles, our joints.
The lights go out, we hear that crowd scream, and it's autopilot. The difference between the dance studio and the stage, it's like limitless. There's no ceiling, there's no cap. And there'll be so many people watching, and the energy is reciprocated. Then it puts things into perspective. I'm not just doing an 8 count. It's not just a 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, I am performing a song that I love in front of people who also love it.
Middle fingers up. I feel really, really small. Everything is so huge. I never danced on a stage with this magnitude. It's frightening to think that I'm gonna be up there.
You know, it's a lot of fun elements in this show, a lot of surprise, wow factors in the show that I think people are gonna be blown away with.
You know, I've been touring for 40 years, and when everybody sees this show, there'll be something more special than all those shows put together. It's probably one of the most complicated stage designs ever to hit the road. It's amazing technology, it's an amazing feat of engineering.
We have 100+ trucks moving around globally. It's basically like giving birth to something that never existed.
Tour life is amazing. It's difficult. It's rewarding.
We travel by tour buses, sometimes planes, sometimes ferries, depending on where we are in the world. Once we're done with the show, we jump right on the tour bus. The drives can go anywhere from an hour to 22 hours. That's the part that I think everyone forgets about that makes us even more exhausted than just doing the show. But it's also the part that makes tour so fun and memorable. We have great memories and moments on the tour bus.
We don't drink before shows. We drink in honor of engagement and birthdays.
And of course, after traveling and all that, sometimes we'll get our days off, which are appreciated. Always.
You guys are supposed to be at work.
And that's our time to really like explore the city that we're in.
Look at him, look at him. She's looking at security guard. Isn't he so handsome?
We are together all the time, and it's such a family. And you know, there's nothing more beautiful than a sisterhood.
Ashes to ashes, dust to side chicks.
Beyonce, thank you.
In my bag. Swag, 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 swag.
The process for designing this tour came from the beginning of the project, which was the movie. And there was a very antebellum feel to the film. We went back to New Orleans. We had this Victorian streetwear.
When the tour came, we were like, okay, well, we have this great foundation. Now designers, give us what you got. And then we opened up a forum for all these designers to sketch in that world.
Beyonce and I went through them and decided what we liked, what we didn't like, what we can change, and then sent it back to them. They resketched, and then we decided which pieces we wanted made. Balmain.
Wow, all right.
And so then we have
Somebody
our
came
white,
through.
exactly, right?
That's so pretty.
It's so good. Nowhere in the world do they make these hats. This hat maker literally drove to Mexico to buy sombreros. Yeah.
their arms, they can't move. So we're putting little darts in their armpits so they can move. Because they're not going out to dinner. They're busting to move.
Yeah. Holes in armpits.
Yeah.
We've been dyeing fishnets in our crock pot because the girls don't all come in one colour, so we're trying to get the different shades to match the dancers' skin tones. And then we just let them run a bit and get all the dye out.
Fishnet, we have the stockings, right? The fishnet with the rhinestones and the lace. Then after that is the balmain. Balmain is done, the gray boots fit fine. Then this look. She is going to wear the zebra boots. Yes. Then from this look we go into latex. She is going to wear the red patent leather boots. From latex we go to the end and we're going to cut her stockings. It's so exciting to see, you know, something that has been in your mind that you've been working so hard. All of it kind of goes away when you're just sitting there and you're living in it for those 2 hours.
I am Ashley Everett. I am Beyonce's dance captain. I've been with her since 2007. I was 17 years old, so I was definitely the youngest in the crew. In 2009, I became the dance captain.
I'm Kimmy G, and I am a co-captain here. I've been dancing with Beyonce since 2009.
Kimmy is like the big sister I never had. She has been like a blessing in my life. Up, down, up, right, and straight. Twist, and boom, back,
Ashley is so focused, and she's all about the steps. She knows Beyonce's dance vocabulary, all of the history, all of the details. And then I'm like, okay, guys, how are we feeling today? Do we need to talk? Is everybody good?
Instead of just hopping in and being strong and wrong, watch, talk to Furley, and then jump in.
A typical day here usually consists of about at least 12 hours of nonstop physical dancing.
It was very productive.
It was productive and hot because we're in the sun.
Even Chris is happy. Look at that. Look at that. I will never see that.
Keep it. It looks nice on you. Get out of here.
We at Dodger Stadium now, and we was doing like 300 seaters. We were struggling trying to fill up the Lyric Theater at one point. Me hot. Man, we just got off tour, man. I mean, I think we done like 150 shows. As soon as I got off the road, we got the call to do this, and then I couldn't have told you, you know, when we was doing Sayers Club that we'd be over here with Queen Bee. So I've been a fan since, you know, Destiny's Child, Wyclef remixes and stuff. You might never, ever come down. It took too long.
Here's your chance to make your move. away from home. I didn't have anybody, any family, any friends. And her album 4 actually came out. And it spoke to me, and I actually have it tattooed on me. And that album saved me. And ever since then, I just have to come and listen to her music, and I owe her. I cried. I loved it. She noticed me. She threw a towel at me. Like, my dream's true. The towel.
Formation tour. Rain, sleet, or snow. The show must go on.
Yeah, we're about to warm up. We're in North Carolina. We're getting ready for the show. You know, make sure our blood is flowing, make sure our bones are nice and warm and ready to take on the 2-hour show, baby. Carolina, here we are.
If it rains, Lord, we know it's your will. We're gonna make lemonade out of these lemons. Yes, we are.
I like popcorn. Good. We just want to make sure you're safe. That's why we pulled you off the stage. So they think it'll be clear and out of the perimeter in about 30 minutes at 10:45. They will let the people re-enter the building. You should be able to go at 11:15.
Bring out the queen. We need the queen. Round 2, what's good? Queen B, we out here for you. Where you at? Let's go. Let's go.
All right, y'all, look, we got 2 minutes, so everybody need to get themselves ready. Now, y'all know the fans, they ready. They've been waiting. And they mad. What time is it, y'all? Showtime! Part 2, what time is it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
The rain was awesome. I'm so happy that so many of my fans stayed out in this craziness. This was the first show on the tour with the rain. I'm sure I have others, but this will never be forgotten.
Like when you think of a drum solo, it gets people like super duper hyped. So like when I started off, I wanted to be powerful, but I wanted to kind of like, you know, build up. So I don't start off with like, you know, the fastest lick or like the craziest lick. I just kind of, you know, ease them on into it, you know, keep it going. And then in the middle, like I stand up like, ah, you know, get people really engaged. Like, let's go. Like that's what I'm usually saying. Like I'll shout, let's go, or shout like, come on, or, you know, something like that. And then just to get them hyped. And then towards the end, just keep building. And then, you know, I just really try to like, you know, F it up. Just F the drums up. And just end with like a and stand up again. Yeah, like I just did that. Boom.
Beyonce, I love you.
This is by far the best live performance I've ever seen.
Beyonce, you slayed!
I wanted to see Freedom because I wanted to see the water and the footwork. Oh my God. The pool boy? What pool boy?
Of which pool boy?
I'm not a man, I'm a pool boy.
There's 3 of us out here trying to get things ready to go on a hot day in Barcelona. Pretty boring day.
First starting, we thought it was just a water gag, and it's turned quite the phenomenon, I see.
At least for the girls and for Beyonce, we don't need any feet problems. They say the water is clean, and we're hoping that it is clean. But we're going to treat it just a little bit.
I've never been on a tour that used a water gag, because we only did it, filled it up twice in rehearsals, and when it happened, the first show, with all the lights on it, that was kind of cool. our water from the venues, 1,700 U.S. gallons. It's held in a contained bladder, which is 25 feet long, stored underneath the B stage. Once the water's in the bladder and we're hooked up and ready to fill the pool, we can get it fully pumped in 10 minutes.
Trying to rain on the thunder. Tell a storm I'm new.
Beyonce was part of Destiny's Child, was when I started doing stagehand stuff. I was standing on stage left and they were performing and I had no idea who she was. She looks up and she goes, "Excuse me, sir, can we stand here?" And I looked down and I said, "Yeah, you guys got all access. You can stand anywhere you want." I said, "By the way, it was pretty nice. I enjoyed it." And now 19 years later, I'm working for her. That's weird.
May the last one burn into flame.
When you're in this business, it's always a struggle with family. There's always something that could happen, and you have to accept things like that. Holidays, you're not going to be able to go. You give them up, but that's what we choose to do because this is the life we live.
Now in 4 hours, hopefully we'll be out of here and headed to the next place. On to the next one, on to the next one.
I am Neil Farina and I'm Beyonce's hairstylist. What I love about this tour, that this year Beyonce changed so many textures, to straight hair, to curly hair. I love it because I get opportunities to show more diversity and embrace her culture, which is African American. I love that she incorporated and empowered so much women, and not only African American women. This year, every woman of all color, all hair texture have embraced such an amazing style. Beyonce is like, the kind of person who never stopped thinking. She pushed us to be the best and the greatest that we can be. Over the million things that she's doing at one time, she sits down and think about what she wants for her hair, what will look best for her outfit, what will look best for stage, what will look best for that moment. She have a different eye that I don't have. She sees styles that I don't see. It's amazing to see someone who is not a hairstylist, who just worked in a beauty salon with her mom, has so many great ideas, and she brings it to me, and we sit down together and try to figure out how can we bring this to life. I hope within the next 10 years from now, I can still do the same thing that I'm doing, is inspire people and coming up with a new hair trend, and hey, the sky's the limit right now.
I'm Sir John, and I'm Beyonce's makeup artist for the Formation Tour. I would say the colors for Formation in terms of makeup would happen to be bronzes and terracottas, warmer colors. Throughout the show, I'm actually looking to make sure that she's not shiny, there's dewiness in the right places. We fine-tune her look from the start of the show to the end of the show. The easier part is actually when she gets wet. Once the water hits her face, everything seems a little bit more alive and fresh. Both love glowing skin. If you look back to the Garage magazine cover this year, the Elle global cover, it's all about skin, it's all about brows, so there's this cool naturalness. Beyonce is my inspiration. I really draw from her and how she's grown as a person, as a mother. The Lemonade movement and Super Bowl and all these other things have had such an impact on society as a whole that you can't help but be inspired on the sidelines.
Stop. Wardrobe, are we good? Are we good on your end? Can we move to the next outfit?
That's a wrap on rehearsal.
With the summer in the waves, with the beach, baby. Put your Julie in the bucket with the top down at the PCH. I'm heading off, hope it doesn't rain. We're from community battle to round with the majors. Oh, with the majors? Yeah, nigga, I ran. It's sneaking out the back door. He only want me when I'm not there.
You better call Becky with the good hair.
Why am I dizzy now?
Thank you, Los Angeles.
You shady.